Okay, welcome back. So, I've got a vague idea that in this episode we're possibly gonna try to swap Wrathmont around a bit, get rid of the bounty hunters, and actually, well, not get rid of them, but pass them to a third hero, and we're gonna try and swap his main force to be focused on Crimson Coatls instead. There's no need to invest in that right now, but he does of course have a really nice combination of spells in particular, also skills that work really well with the Crimson Coatls ability. One of the first things we need to do is to pick up the Orb of Vulnerability, because that will allow us to cast Armageddon. It should not affect the Crimson Coatls during their invulnerability turn. So if we get that, we can cast Armageddon, we can damage everything on the field, including the likes of Black Dragons if we so choose, but we should be safe with our Crimson Coatls, which means we would have to pass the bounty hunters onto someone else. Wrathmont, is the only hero with expert archery, which is one reason not to do that, but we'll see how things play out. That is just the loose turn 1 plan that may soon go wrong. Cold Soul there we can't take, of course, because there are enemies in there. Is this hero worth preserving? Level 4 Artificer. So we could grab some Walking Dead, spread those out, and just keep Victoria safe, but they're so slow that I would prefer to continue scouting. If there is a hero in there, they're going to come out and kill us, but that's fine. We'll go to Tiva next. She is just a basic scout. She's going to go and pick some things up. So we can see a water wheel to the south. Bit of gold next to that too. And we'll head northeast. Todd will come back to you later. Sam is going to go back to the town. She actually... So we could kind of do a bit of a hero chain, even before we take this fight with the gold golems, which I'm not sure how many there are. But we could take the Coatls, we could upgrade them, and we could bring them across. And that might work quite well. We could also pick up the extra bounty hunters too, upgrade the gunslingers. Quite a few options. One thing we can do with Chana is we've not actually explored to the west here, so we'll go check that out. It looks to be a dead end. Gorgon Lair, Steel Golems, not many ways through. Okay, well Sam definitely needs to come through. I think Eanswythe will take a step out. She, if anything, is going to go south. Let's just come through. I'm going to check on this guy too. He also does not have archery skill. Okay, so 3 extra Coatls, that's 6,000. If we go for the upgrade, that's 15,000. So that leaves us with 5,000 left to upgrade all of these, which is probably actually going to be enough. So yeah, I think we should try that. We'll just go for this. We will get the Crimson Coatl upgrade. It is actually very expensive to upgrade those things. Okay, 1,500 left. We can pick up some more gold if we need to. There is some to the south, but that's not the ideal way to go. We could go that way to start conquering more of this zone, but I think Todd should focus on wiping out blue since we've already started that. The Horde of Archmagi there, we can go to the west, we can take on the... Probably shouldn't take on the Dreadnoughts, but theoretically that could be done. If we go back north instead, that is kind of just a slow way of getting back. I think we're better off just going for Fly and taking them out. If we go west, anything else? There's the Warehouse of Crystal just there, which could be good. Probably nothing else too worthwhile, and these are really the 3 heroes we have left to move. Eanswythe, of course, can't get across this turn regardless of what we do. So, if we're being careful with Wrathmont, we probably want to use Fly just one more time. And after that, let's have a look. So 15 spell points down the drain, we're going to have about 20 left, which might not be enough for this fight on their own. If we go to the west, the Behemoths could actually be quite interesting. I feel like we could probably win that, and that could buy us some time. We do have the Mass Slow, we do have Implosion if we need it, we do have Anti-Magic into Armageddon, but we can only go for that once. We would need to get some more spell points from somewhere, and no sign of a well. So perhaps we just go for it now. I don't want to waste a turn. We're going to go all the way across. We might have to go south first, that's fine. Lots of Pit Fiends there. That should be doable. It will probably just be a little bit of experience. A throng of gold golems is a lot. So we can slow them, they'll be slowed for 13 turns. We can try and kite around them. How many shots do we have? 24 shots. I can see how it might be wiser to wait. We do have enough spell points that if we don't use any in this battle... Well, we'd have to go for slow. So if we go for slow, that's going to use up 5 spell points, so we have 16 spell points left. If we then go for fly, we can still get across. So if we go for slow once... This probably works. Yeah, that seems fine. I'm expecting this is... Well, we only took the one loss, which is reassuring, but I'd still rather not. I'm expecting this is not going to be a great Pandora's box. Probably kill off the Pit Lords first. If we go for this, and kill off a stack per shot, which is good. We're still going to wait, let them get closer. They can't reach us even with morale. Okay, maybe didn't need to go for the slow, but never mind. Let's grab this. 50 dwarves, okay. Oh, that's really interesting. I didn't expect that to happen at all. That could be just what we need. Maybe we split them into 3 stacks, perhaps? If we split them into 3 stacks, they can take some hits. 3 stacks is enough to completely cover the bounty hunters. We should probably also make sure that we do have enough movement points to get across. Which, it actually looks like we don't. Well, it's possible we do. No, we certainly don't. Okay. So we'd have to take this fight using no movement spells, using no spells. We do, of course, generate a small amount back each turn. I think it's 1 spell point per turn. And there are some other things we can do here. I kind of want to go for it. Okay, this could be a mistake. I do want to go for it. I think we do want to go for slow. I don't think any of these other spells make sense. But perhaps we wait. Yeah, there really are a lot. Okay, we're gonna wait. These 3 come up for the block. Not expecting this to be fun, but we'll see what we can do. So these are in range, 12 to 21 kills. We'll go for the first shot, go for the second, thin those 2 out. These guys just defend. Let's try and minimize the number of attacks taken by those stacks. Okay, so first priority, of course, is to weaken the strongest stacks we can. Let's see how well we take this hit. Actually, pretty well. Okay, these all stay defensive. At this point, they can potentially get through to us, but we'll keep weakening the strongest stacks we can. That stack of 4 is pretty close to going down. And at that point, the situation changes quite a lot. I need to be able to actually walk out of here. If I can't do that, then we're in some trouble for sure. Okay, they do break through. Okay, so how do we handle this? I think we certainly defend with these 2 stacks for now. If we go for this attack, we get 1 kill, which could help us a bit. This is the problem. We need to be kiting them. But if we're boxed in... I don't really have a plan here. I'm just assuming that at some point an opportunity will present itself for us to leave. If we have to use all of our spell points, then fine. Certainly wouldn't go for Resurrection. We don't even have that. Implosion, of course, makes no sense. Yeah, it's got to be the mass slow. Mass shield. Small damage resistance. Not going to make too much difference. 1 kill on this. Okay, this time around we're gonna wait. Okay, potentially forced to make our move, so if 7 attack us, I don't think we get killed off. I think we go defensive. We'll go for this. Then what we can do is we can kill these off, then walk out. Thing is, 8 speed, if we slow these, it might be able to work. It would be good if we had haste. But yeah, we kill these off. Next round begins. We go for that slow. I fear the stack of 7 can still reach us, but that's still the thing to do. Yep. Nope. We are actually safe. Okay. So now begins a new phase of the battle. The dwarves did at least buy us some time, and in fact, they are still working as bait. So what we want to do really is pull the 2 stacks of 23 as close as we can. Stack of 8 moves after that bottom stack. Bottom stack can reach us if we go down. So try and bait them in. So stack of 7 kills those off. Stack of 23, it does get pulled in the wrong direction. The rest of them come towards us. So I think we want to move as far across as we can. Do we go to the corner and then wait? Or does it make sense? There is an obstacle there which could help us. I'm going to try going to this. Then hopefully they're far enough away that we can just wait for a turn. Which yeah, pretty confident we are. Okay, so now we wait. Have luckily bought ourselves enough time to weaken them quite a lot. So if a stack of 4, for example, can reach us, it doesn't really matter too much. We'll go for these. And I guess we're probably safe to go for this. But I still want to go for the strongest stacks I can while I can. Maximize damage. So they come slightly closer. But now, because we haven't waited, things get slightly tougher. Okay, so stack of 5 can reach us if we move across to the west. Only other option is we go right to the corner. Not actually sure what's best to do in this situation. We'll definitely win this. But let's try and minimize losses. So 2 stacks can currently reach us. Stack of 5 probably doesn't get a kill. So yeah, I'm going to go right down to the bottom. Hopefully kill the 5 off with retaliation, and then buy ourselves some time. Okay, now we move across. We'll try and pick them off, one by one. 5 stacks will be too many, but at least take out the 7. Then they will move closer. At this point, we should be able to move up towards the top. These should all be affected by slow for quite a while longer. So slow lasts for 5 more rounds. That should be enough. If we can take out 1 stack per round, we'll be fine. This round does look to be a free shot, so we go for these. These cannot reach us. So 3 turns left to go. We can still safely move back across to the left of the field. Then we go all the way across to here. Okay, hit point situation, 14 left, not great, but we can kill these off. And stack of 6, back up to 5 speed. Okay, this is problematic. I think we just take 1 loss. Either that, or we slow them again. But then, no guarantee of getting more spell points. Better off just taking a loss. Fine. Okay, advanced water magic. We grab ourselves the Orb of Vulnerability, and yeah, we're pretty much stuck in place for at least a few turns. We do want the crystal, of course. We want a good source of crystal, but no, we don't need any of that stuff from the Horde of Nomads. Okay, so Eanswythe could certainly afford to wait for at least one more turn. We don't want to use too many spell points. 50 spell points, we can use Fly 3 times. Just going to pass some of this stuff back. So the mechanics will slow us down. Angels, automatons won't slow us down much. Could fly across to the east, but we probably need to try and bail Wrathmont out. Okay, so Todd next. Do we just go to the east, wipe out blue, or do we continue to explore? I feel like exploring is the more fun option, but also doesn't necessarily achieve too much. So Nyx Warriors, Juggernauts, Airship Yard. I didn't think those really generate on random maps, but I mean, even if we hadn't allowed ourselves to use Fly, that could be pretty game-breaking. So Fly, for now, it seems unnecessary. I think we move as far across in this direction as we can. Maybe go for the +1 attack. Could go for the Crypt, could open this stuff up too. I think it does make sense to go for the Crypt. We'll go for the level 4 spell as well. Okay, I'm not going to bother spending gold on anything else, just going to end the turn there. So green actually ignores the Pandora's box to survive the turn here. Might as well make a nuisance of ourselves. Let's grab this. And if we go further south, we have been there before, but I'm pretty sure that's where we got taken out. So we've not been to the obelisk. Hopefully we'll survive long enough to go to that. Charna goes west. And that's as far as we can go. Nothing really worth picking up. I think only thing I really want now for Wrathmont to really get going with the Armageddon strat is Crimson Coatls, of course, but also other thing is just the Orb of Tempestuous Fire. If we can find that, Armageddon does 50% more damage, and we can just go around taking things out, dragons, all sorts. So Horde of Nomads we will ignore. Let's go back to this. Let's grab the final Crimson Coatl, and let's grab the upgrade to these. Gonna finish off this stack no matter what, so if we have to do a bit of trading, that's fine. Let's just do it. Okay, so we've got the Bounty Hunters. Don't need the Dreadnought, don't need the Mechanic. Pass these across. Okay, so Eanswythe is going to go south. Won't be able to fly across this turn, but that's fine. Let's go for the extra spell power. Let's move as close as we can. Tiva, I guess, could take the units. We'll take these spells as well, of course. Just open this up. Oh, that shouldn't be necessary. That's really annoying. I mean, what do we do? I guess we just go forward with these. So 6 speed on these things, Ulgoi Korkoi easily faster. These don't have to worry about retaliation, so they should go forward. These go forward too. And then we just overwhelm. I think... I'm sure these can't get a kill. Let's just go for this. Yeah, I feel like maybe I shouldn't have done that, but we get away with it, so it's fine. We've already used up the retaliation. Go for the attack with these. Finish them off. No need to use the automatons or the dreadnoughts. That's all opened up. I guess we could go to the crypt too, but we'll save the experience for Todd instead. Do we take an automaton? Very little extra speed, so I don't think we bother. Could actually take the artifact, skull helmet. Then we just go west, grab this. Grab this too. Okay, so Todd will go for fly. We'll go for this first. This should be a very easy fight. No losses taken. 1500 gold. Go for the fly. Didn't need to trade. Should have waited to the end of turn for that. Okay, so we're going to pull these stacks back together. Split these two up. Go for the wyverns. They don't want to fight us. I think we should do this for the experience. No losses expected. Counter-strike, okay. Then we can fly across. Haven't yet been to the School of War, so let's go for that. That actually will stop us reaching this turn, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we take that pretty soon. Wrathmont is just going to go straight to the south. We shouldn't take any losses here, I'm pretty sure. Well, I actually think we would, and that's a problem. We'll have to explore instead. Okay. Resources we don't really need. Horde of Nyx. This will ruin our morale. I think Eanswythe should go for that instead. Sam, I guess we'll move back up towards the top, and 5,000 left to spend. Could pick up a few more extra units. Probably no need. We'll start saving up towards the upgraded gantry. End the turn there. So blue annoyingly is on their way back to the other town we just conquered. Green potentially chasing us down, but not going about it the right way. We can go to this. Explore a little bit more. I'm not going to try and recognize where that is. We'll follow the path. Seems to all be cleared out. Okay, that's good intel. Go east with Chana. So Tiva can go back and defend. If we need to defend, we're going to be defending against 1 to 4 angels. Okay, not a good sign. I'm not going to win that one. What do we do with Tiva? We can still go grab the gold, grab some wood. It's better than nothing. Okay, we're going to use fly. It's 20 spell points, but it's worth it. Do want to see what that is. I think it's magic elementals, so we're not going to risk that. We're just going to go for these. Shouldn't need to take any losses. Let's go straight for the attack. Do choose to come forward. If they get morale, this could be a problem, but we're fine. Go for this. Do we go for spells? We might have to. So it would slow save us. Slow could save us. So 3 kills from that, we won't bother, we'll just go to the top. Next round begins. This stack could maybe reach us, but we should be fine. So take that hit fairly well, we'll move the angels in. Please defend. These actually aren't in range. So if we go for this, we probably kill them off. 13 of these, won't get a kill, we just gotta go for these. Of course, that stack wasn't slowed, so they can reach us. I didn't even think about that. But take the hit fine, just about. Let's kill these off because they're faster. Plenty of hit points on this. Okay, that's fine. Basic scouting on this kind of hero I think is fine. Let's do it. We'll of course go for Earth Magic. We could use Eanswythe as a proper hero, that would be fine. We haven't got enough spell points to fly across. It's actually Magi, so we could have gone for that, but rewards don't look that good. Okay, so don't want to waste Wrathmont. I'm going to try and find some kind of use. This doesn't appear to be a particularly good zone. Okay, so if we go south we can see the monolith, but might not be part of the same zone. Stronger Pit Lords, okay, not looking too promising. We'll keep exploring. We're going pretty far out of our way here, but we should be pretty safe. Rust Dragons to the west, that's interesting. Okay, we'll go for attack. If we fly back across, we can defend, but then we just end up doing cat and mouse. Don't really want to do that. Bring these back together. Split these again. And do we go for the crypt first? It's almost certainly been cleared out, so let's go straight for the attack. A few losses expected. That honestly looks about right. Just going to accept it. We go into the town, we can get a few more spell points, but probably don't really need that. Stables, probably a bit too far. It's day 5 too, plus we can go into the town. Get the stables from there. Makes way more sense. So recruitable heroes, Tancred is back. Of course we did flee with him, but yeah, he's not really worth keeping. Although, I stand corrected. He is the obvious candidate if we pass across the stack of bounty hunters. He could do pretty well. I mean, they're pretty limited in what they can do, but I honestly feel like Wrathmont could do well with just purely a stack of Crimson Coatls, nothing else. I do want to see that happen. We could go to the bank. I've not really been using that, but I don't really see the point. Okay, so Sam, I think, is... I guess we go to the windmill. She's not really got too much to do. So, Mage Guild situation in this town, it is the one with Resurrection, Anti-Magic, and so on. Okay, let's go west, because we're gonna have to. That's been cleared out, that's fine. Okay, we'll get as close as we can. And the turn there. So as expected, blue does come straight for the attack, and actually gets there quicker than expected. I didn't think they'd reach this turn. Could be a problem for Tiva, but Tiva is just a scout, so that's fine. Okay, not too much we can do here. Let's try and waste some time. She does have expert ballistics, but this player in general should be taken out pretty soon. Do we survive the turn? No, we don't. They can reach us. Fine. Okay, Tiva does get attacked. Do we retreat? I'm gonna see if I can cast a spell first. So she does have some pretty good spells. So 60 points of damage. Kills off 2 of those. Nothing better we can do. We could try and waste some time. Go for another one. I don't think it'll work, but this is not a valuable hero, so I'm just going to try it. Okay, that helps us. Perfect. So 60 points of damage won't take out the first aid tent, so we go for these again. And now I think we do flee. Alright, that's fine, we can take that back. So green goes in that direction. Does appear to be chasing Victoria down, but he's got a way to go. Got a very long end turn, which I'm hoping is just an opponent using fly or something. If we go for this, we can get a lot of extra sulfur, but sulfur supply is okay. I think I prefer to scout, especially because we are being pursued. And we reach a fork in the road. West takes us closer to lands we've seen before. I'd rather just explore new places. Okay, so Eanswythe I'm guessing has no chance of catching up. We could turn back, grab the Crimson Coatls, but the thing is Wrathmont also needs more spell points, and we need to just find a way through to that. Could see what this is too, but I don't think there's much point. Should probably go for the Oceanids. So 1 loss expected. That automaton could come in really handy. Just gonna go for this. Okay, perfect. Get extra crystal. I will still try to reach Wrathmont. Got a Naga bank just there, which could be useful. Third level spell, let's check it out. Landmine we've already got. Horde of Griffins guarding a Pandora's box, that should also be fine. Another Orb of Vulnerability. Way underground. Also the Churchyard. Shouldn't be too bad to do. But it's also not that useful. More useful to take out the Griffins. No losses expected. Grab 5000 XP, which is not enough to level us up. There's some Angel Wings just there, guarded by Fang Arms. Don't want to risk going for that. We will explore a bit though. Okay, so that's pretty much a dead end. Okay, Todd next. Let's go straight to the west. Fortunately, we can just about reach. This is a slightly tougher fight, so let's pull the units together. Spread these out instead. So the champions are the scariest stack. Angels can also be pretty bad. Our spellcasting is good though, so we should be okay. So these are 13 speed, we are 11 speed at best. So key thing is to stay out of their way. So this stack needs to come up. These things are 10 speed. Still should probably not go too close. Our spellcasting didn't look great. These will stay in place. I guess we could detonate with this. Although, 10 speed, not sure if we do go first. I think we go back a bit. We'll try this should work. Okay, let's start combat. They do in fact go for a damaging spell, but it's not too bad. So options, we do have the mass haste if we want to, that will help us. That's probably our best option. Lightning Bolt, 425 points of damage, that kills off 2 angels, if we want to. They have waited. So if we were to haste these things, let's actually have a proper look. So this would be +5 speed. So at present, not even close. Yeah, so I think we stay back. Go for these. These will wait. Champions do come in, they can actually reach. This stack waits. So one slight problem with Sentinel Automatons is you can't use them to draw out the retaliation, which would have been quite useful here. These can reach us if we go for the attack. So I think the thing is, we need these to go through and take these out because nothing else can. I guess we just ignore the Griffins and treat them as bait. So this can go out and blow itself up if it wants to. We'll try and bait the angels instead. 0 to 2 kills from this. This waits. 7 to 9 kills. I'm pretty sure we won't take a kill in response. If we do, the engineers are just there if we have to use them. Let's go for it. Okay, they just flee. That's fine. So the thing is, they're going to flee back to the town. They actually will be okay. They will be fine with that because we have run out of movement points. Okay. That's fine. She's not going to have too many units. Let's go back in this direction, I guess. Sam doesn't have too much to do. Have to be a little bit careful of green. Don't want to go too far to the west. This stuff is... it's potentially doable, but not really important. Although if we got Tancred... Thing is, Tancred doesn't actually have access to the good units yet. Also, he has been overwritten by Tiva. If we recruit Tiva, does Tancred come back? I feel like that's not guaranteed. I don't really care too much about Tiva. I guess we could recruit Tiva here and she could go scout to the north. That's better than nothing. I don't think he's going to come back. No. Okay. That kind of sucks because his archery would have been nice. Plus, Tiva has really slow units, so she's not actually that useful. Okay, let's just go west because we haven't really explored this too much yet. See what this shows us. So to the north we can actually see Teal. So this is presumably one of the Cove triplets. So those three are allies. Feel the need to mention that again because it has been several months since I previously talked about that. So Lakenshire is not too heavily defended. We could choose that as our next target. Pack of gunslingers there would be fine. Chana comes back to the east. I think we do just go up this way. And turn there. So no movement from Blue, who's presumably staying defensive. Teal is alive, no sign of Green. Getting a lot of exploring done here. Ah, okay. It seemed too good to be true. I'm kind of surprised that Green has explored so far. We've gone quite some distance, but yeah, she's going to be taken out for sure. Okay, that's fine. So Wrathmont can pick up some extra units. A few Rust Dragons there. I feel like we could win that. There is another Pandora's Box. Spell Scroll. The thing is, the lack of spell points still an issue. So he does now have enough to go for Fly. But we shouldn't really do anything else. So actually, I think Eanswythe and Wrathmont need to come together, and for now, not interfere with each other. Yeah, they need to work together for the foreseeable future. If we can find a source of spell points, we could give Eanswythe the bounty hunters and push on with just the Crimson Coatls. So a few Rust Dragons. This will surely be fine. They shouldn't be able to kill Crimson Coatl. I do want to open this up. We can pass this across, obviously. Fireball we're not going to need. Do we take these? For safety we probably do. So Crimson Coatl's 15 speed. No, I don't think we do. If we have to use spell points, that's fine. So these guys are going to do about 100 damage per shot, which actually, 100 damage per hit, which is not going to do great against the Rust Dragons. We'd have to use spells to break through. Either that or we need some fodder. Crowd the fodder around the bounty hunters. But yeah, maybe we shouldn't go for that. Nagabank should be fine. Let's go for that instead. Okay, someone's actually been here. I'm really surprised by that. We can get through to the monolith. Have to be a bit careful because if someone's been here, we could be attacked. So I'm not too bothered about those two units. This has probably also been cleared. Let's go south. Let's see where this goes. So we've not seen this place before. We'll follow the path. We are pretty strong. We should be okay. We're going to bring these back together. And keep looking for spell points. So Blue has not re-recruited, perhaps had no money. If we go for this, Blue is still in the game, but no sign of any threat. Okay, let's go back underground, and this time just going to explore to the north. Plenty of scouting to be done. Chana's just going to get slightly stronger. Okay, so next thing to do with Todd, I guess we do just go aggressive against Cove. That does make sense. He could do with a few more spell points, but also can get those from there and fly across. Let's go to the Redwood Observatory, so yeah, let's do that. In fact, we can fly immediately because we're going to get those spell points back. And as we go, wipe these out. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so blue does once again reappear. I'm hoping this one is going to be easier to take out. This is actually a different scout, one we've not seen, Ranlu. Yeah, if we can just get some kind of token defense, hopefully we'll be okay. So, this guy has 6 speed versus 6 speed, but Black Knights move first, so we can actually weaken these a bit. Let's kill a couple of these off. Okay, so we at least have a good eye on green. We can see purple just there. We can see teal does come back with a hero, which is useful to know. Okay, wow, okay. That is not good. So we have lost a lot of Bellwether Armadillos, a few engineers. We've gotten... I think we've lost at least one Dreadnought too, haven't we? That sucks. The only good thing about Month of the Plague is it does give you a bit more money to play with later, but money was not the issue. Okay, so back to Todd. Actually, before I do that, I want to see if this replenishes. No, it doesn't. Yep, so Month of the Plague does affect external dwellings too. This is clearly pretty tough. Okay, plenty more exploring to be done. Some pretty tough opposing heroes showing up. Should be interesting to see how this plays out, but I'm going to wrap up the episode here. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.